Hi and welcome to this session on SAP on Cloud and how it can accelerate the intelligent enterprise journey. We'll be taking you through what's behind the accelerating shift to cloud. We're also going to discuss some of the benefits to doing this and also talk through some of the challenges that businesses really need to consider with their shift. I'm delighted to be joined today by Rajiv Dasari. Rajiv is Director of Google Cloud's North America Industry and SAP practice. And also with us is Ramashayan Swamy, who's Managing Partner of SAP Cloud Services at Tata Consultancy Services Google Business Unit. Rajiv, I'm going to turn to you first and ask, really, the market has obviously undergone incredible changes over the last 18 months. What are the trends that you're seeing now at the moment in relation to transformation and migration to cloud specifically?
Definitely the market has gone through some tremendous changes over the last 18 to 24 months, and especially with the pandemic situation, it has increasingly put a lot of emphasis on digital with a lot of our customers, and they're looking for agility in helping them adapt to the new market world. They're looking for adaptivity to market conditions. A really good example, which we are continuously seeing, is about demand shaping. In the past, the demand forecasting was based on historical data. Obviously, we didn't have a pandemic situation for a couple of decades now, so that forecasting really doesn't help in the current situation. So they're really looking for new ways of doing demand forecasting, combining with some of the new data sources out there that can give them an accurate reflection of that. Then more importantly, the time to market, right? It's just not enough to adapt to the market conditions, but they also have to do it at a speed in which they can serve these new customer segments, because every customers have now gone digital and their journeys are very different. And more importantly, all of this needs to be done at a TCO that makes the businesses profitable. So in short, if I look at agility, I look at adaptive market conditions, looking at time to market and TCO are some of the trends that we are seeing in this new changing world in the last 18 to 24 months.
And Ramesh, so we've heard there from Rajiv about this time pressure, time to market pressure. What other challenges do change makers and integrators within organizations face when they're looking at something like an SAP to cloud migration? How should they prepare to handle this and deal with that?
Yeah, I think what we are seeing in the market with a lot of our large enterprise customers, while they do not want to do those old style 3 to 5 years implementation cycles, they want to see how they can kind of time wrap it into a shorter cycle, right? But while doing that, the bigger challenge that comes in is a lot of these customers have very complex business processes. And it's not going to be that easy to just take it from point A to point B, right? And that is where we are seeing a lot of this innovation value that Google Cloud brings to the play, right? Where customers can take some of the complex processes. Rajiv spoke about forecasting. There are different challenges, like in the retail world, there is assortment planning, which is a complex process, rebate processing, a complex process. In life science and manufacturing, supply chain is a very big complex process, inventory goods movement. So what we are looking at is customers taking these complex business processes, putting them on the cloud as a microservices, right? And that runs on its own with real-time integration to their digital core ERP, whether it's ECC or S4, right? And that allows the customers to kind of make their core ERP much more lightweight. And that allows them to do either a cloud upgrade or do to the next digital core upgrades that SAP brings to the table. While these microservices are still running on Google Cloud and they have a real-time integration to their core ERP modules, right?
So it's about having much more of a holistic approach to transformation. Rajiv, I guess a lot of people feel that Google Cloud is just a platform, just simple infrastructure, but it seems that it's a lot more than that, that there is a real range of services here that we're talking about.
Yeah, and actually, Google Cloud mission is to accelerate every organization's ability to digitally transform and reimagine their business through data power innovation. So we always keep customers in the middle of everything we do. We focus on driving business outcomes for our customers by bringing people, processes, and technologies together, right? So Ramesh talked about innovation culture. So we actually foster innovation culture with our customers. So the innovation can also be multidimensional, technology or business model innovation. Since Google Cloud is part of broader Alphabet family of companies, we cater to diverse set of industries. As you can see, GPay is in financial services, Android Pixel portfolio is in telco manufacturing, Google Play in gaming, YouTube in media and entertainment, Worley in healthcare, and so on. So we understand the industry challenges and business model transformation needs of our customers in the industry they operate. We also understand users, their journeys and experiences, right? You may already know that there are about 9 apps that we have more than 1 billion users. So we have the trust of so many users. We have to be customer and user centric. Now, by the way, all these businesses run on our Google Cloud. When a customer engages with Google Cloud, we bring all our experiences in technology, tools, and business model innovation, user experience to help these customers address their business needs.
Just sticking with you for a second, Rajiv, you've actually implemented SAP on the cloud in Alphabet itself as well, haven't you?
Yes, it's a great and fascinating story. And let me give you some context about Alphabet's business challenges itself, right? As I mentioned before, Alphabet has a diverse portfolio of companies, right? Like, Google Cloud, Search, Android, YouTube, Waymo, Worley, etc., right? And each one of these businesses have their own unique business models. In addition to the unique business models, Alphabet has over 700 legal entities. So Alphabet was using legacy Oracle EBS running on physical infrastructure that was built to support a $35 billion business. Today, Alphabet annual revenues is around 180 billion. So the finance system was heavily customized over the past decade, and it was not scalable to support the Alphabet growth. So there was a compelling need to transform the finance systems and simplify the system landscape. Alphabet business transformation with SAP has impacted every aspect of Alphabet's operations today and future, right? The mission was to innovate Alphabet's business process to support its customer-facing side of the business. So all these innovations, including reference architecture, integration components, these analytical solutions are all made available to our customers and partners, right? So customers can directly benefit from Alphabet business transformation.
Fantastic. Ramesh, on that point, and not everybody's going to have an infrastructure as complicated as Alphabet, I imagine, but there's obviously something unique about this partnership. Can you just talk through why it's so important what you're doing here as an integrator?
Yeah. So one of the key things that we're doing closely with the Google Cloud is we have built our own Google Garage within TCS. And what we are doing in the Google Garage of TCS is we're investing heavily in building accelerators for customers. So Rajiv spoke about the faster time to market, where customers are looking at accelerators that they can take and quickly deploy it into the market, right, and take things live. And what we are doing is we are building industry innovation accelerators for each of these industries, right? We are partnering with SAP's IBU leadership to build these industry accelerators, and these industry accelerators, they come with a lot of pre-packaged content. So any customer who's looking to go on to S4 on Google Cloud, they can leverage these accelerators. It comes with pre-packaged content of 300, 400 programs, pretty much the entire business process mapped onto SAP, and that allows them to have faster go-to-market by at least 30 to 40% in their entire implementation timeline. And along with that, we are not limiting the accelerators only to the SAP ecosystem, but we are having integrations, touch points with the larger Google products, right? So we have BigQuery integration to SAP S4. There are customers who are trying to do Apigee with S4. There are customers who are trying to deploy Looker on top of S4 and all so on, right? So we have this end-to-end Google Cloud with SAP architecture built in on TCS Google Garage, which is coming from a lot of lessons learned and best practices from all our ongoing implementations, right? So we're continuously enhancing it with new releases. And this particular accelerator is there for each of these industries. So any customer, whether it's rail, whether it's semiconductor, finance, right, they can just take these accelerators and quickly go to market with it. Right? And what we are also seeing is along with this, there are a lot of automation framework that we are building within our Google Garage that helps the customers to not only move a system from on-prem to cloud or from one cloud to the other cloud, but also brings down the entire downtime that they would have to do these kind of deployments.
Fantastic. I think we're out of time now, but that was incredibly useful, very interesting on migration to cloud services. Thank you very much to Rajiv Dasari, Director of Google Cloud's North America Industry and SAP Practice, and also to Ramesh Swami, Managing Partner of SAP Cloud Services at Tata Consultancy Services Google Business Unit. Thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.